Hey, hey, back again. Uh, Mental again, back with another installment of Cosmic Awareness. Amazon Books by Michael Campbell. Barnes and Noble by Michael Campbell. Also the author of what? Overstanding Darkness by who? Michael Campbell. Yes. But I was on a few days earlier, just talking about the downloads. A lot of spiritual stuff is just keep boom, 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 boom. So basically, I want to talk about how all of this down here is part of the addiction, the physical addiction to get you addicted to anything physical, anything and all things. All right. Whatever you may like, whatever you want to do, wish to do that you haven't done, you're bound to come back and do it because that's what they use to tempt you to get back down and reincarnate back down here. But that might be a whole different story. I might be going a little ahead of myself. But I'm waiting for my man, Marlon B, to jump on. But before then, I have another, hip hop classic from yours truly and Marlon B. And we call it Lyrics, Just Lyrics.
Lyrics, just lyrics. Lyrics, just lyrics. Lyrics, lyrics. The mental brings the lyrics, just lyrics. The maestro brings the lyrics, just lyrics. Keeping it coming. Lyrics, just lyrics. Here, the older start form lyrics that extract from the norm. Poems before the religion storm, parables from morals to be born. Fatality, false reality, casting stones in my delivery with the truth, not misery. Jump back if you're not abstract. Your mentals lack foundation of fact, no universal contact. Your lifeline damage, troubled you attack. Eating your insights like a sandwich, keeping you froze, can't react. You're never too late to fight back. Evils of persistent, it's spreading with MCs caught in it. Satanic mix, the march will fix with just lyrics. And music hits for the masses' benefits, like putting on the Ritz. Guided intelligence with complex common sense. Lyrically offensive, slice sentence, paragraphs that meant knowledge of celestial events, understanding Egyptian science. From human being to just being supreme in the knowledge I'm free. Open doors, the third I seen. My lyrics got your fiend in your conscious, in your dreaming, wanting more mental meaning. I bring the lyrics, just lyrics. The wisdom brings the lyrics, just lyrics. The two brings the lyrics, just lyrics. The wisdom brings the lyrics, just lyrics. Lyrics, just lyrics. Yep, lyrics, just lyrics. That's all. The arrival of the lyrical blessings like miracles. I dwell amongst the devil, but try and stay spiritual. Demise of my physical will come eventual. Atomic, visual, kinetic, flows continue. The mental's invincible, like Teflon diamonds. Simon says silence when Marlon B's rhyming. Can you recognize a lyric coming from a lyricist? Lyrically speaking, exists as a gift to uplift. If I had one wish, I'd wish for total bliss. Now, who wanna get with this, the wickedness? Keep balance, like what? Like Pisces and fish. MC's challenge for getting served on a dish. Vicious vocabulary. Lyrical library, dialect dictionary, mental monastery, syllable scary, for the whack and the weary. Got niggas cutting off the lights, crying Bloody Mary with the lyrics. Yeah, brings the lyrics, just lyrics. The mental brings the lyrics. One more time, mental. And the maestro brings the lyrics, just lyrics. As the sunset, my rhymes wet. MCs like sweat. Hip hop won't let me forget. You use it for money when you're met. I turn your gain in debt. Universal laws come to collect a profit. Unceasing intellect cancels credit and gets respect. Snap they rhythmic neck and then feed them like my pet. With a knowledge script encoded in music. The open mind's wit. Removing ignorance, melody soothing. The facts are proven. Truth I'm using. Hip hop's cruising to end the illusion of big money on a class is funny. With the weak mind not sunny. Just gloom and doom. You're slummy. Reality stuck in a small room or a small tomb. No shine, only reflect is the moon. Like the black hole I consume, light energy fume for the boom. Coming soon, strongest at noon, from my mind's womb. Blazing like the sun in June, the juicy grape, not a prune. I strive to rappers in my cocoon, no jivey song is a prize. That will rise where metals reside, with just lyrics inside. I brought the lyrics, just lyrics. The mental brought the lyrics.
Oh, we have a guest, Miss Desi.
Yo, yo, what's up? What's up?
What's good? What's good? How you doing, love?
I'm feeling. How you feeling? How you feel?
Oh, I can't call it. Another one of them days. Another one of them days. I got my boy Marlon, the one that does all my art on my book, supposed to be coming on.
Okay.
Waiting on him. What's been good with you though so far?
Nothing. I've been in Texas, so I just got back yesterday from Texas.
Oh, you mean after all what happened, right? Or before?
He had like my dad. That's what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about you were in Texas while it was going on, or after you just went to help.
No, my dad had a quadruple bypass surgery, and I went down there to take care of him.
Oh, I'm talking about. Remember they had all them storms and the
I
floods.
was there while that happened. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, and you're okay.
Yeah. No, it was fine. I was in Austin, so we didn't get a lot of we didn't get a
Oh,
lot
okay.
of.
So you weren't in the area that it happened.
No, we got rain, but some
Okay.
flooded areas, but not
Whew. Well, I'm just
nothing.
saying the way they make it look like on the news.
Well, it wasn't in Austin. Closer places somewhere like Central Texas, different places where that camp happened at and everything like that. But
Yeah, yeah, that
um,
was horrible.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, how's
I
your
was
dad
really
doing? Is your dad doing
surprised.
good?
He's doing well. He's doing really, really good
That's
actually.
what's up.
Yeah, so I'm always happy. I think I telling people like you just gotta hold space for people in their healing. I think that's one thing that will give people a blessing, and then it'll just be that we don't hold space for it. So you
Hold
occupy
space for
yourself with
people
something different.
in there. Say it again. Hold space in yourself for someone's healing,
People's
huh?
healing. Yeah.
Mm, I like that.
So, yeah.
I like
I
that.
think we just gotta do that.
We should. We should. You know.
Is Jazz? Is Jazz coming?
I'm not sure either. He said he was trying to come. He said he was sick. He's been sick anyway.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I know he was running
Yeah.
around the last time I talked to him, but he'll get better. He got his magnesium and all them little things he likes to take. It ain't gonna do nothing but help him boost
Uh, it's
his
supposed to
health.
work. You know what I'm
It's gonna
saying?
work. I think other factors play into different things, too. Like we could be taking all of the supplements and vitamins that we think we need, but also if you like I think the things that we have going on mentally, so like if we frustrated about something, if we feel out of place about something, it does have the ability to show up in our body sometimes as well. So it doesn't matter what
Facts.
you're really putting in your body because I mean, it matters, but let's say it's not always the case about what you're putting in your body because your
No, your
mind allows
thoughts
your
can be
body to
just as
make.
damaging and poisoning than
Yeah,
anything else in your body than the food.
because that's chemistry. Your
Right?
body does all of these things on its own. The pills that they make outside of you are the same things that your body have the ability of doing. How you calcify your pineal gland by
Mm-hmm.
you know, by doing the things you do. Yes, there's food as well, but there's also the ideal of walking through anxiety a million and one times in a day instead of just, I think that's what Jazz said as well. Like, we don't pray that prayer enough. Like, not my will, but your will be done, essentially. So,
Yeah, but
whatever.
and it's the will coming through you though. It's not like it's some will that's way out that you don't know who the hell it
I
is.
never think that. I
You
only
know what I'm
think
saying?
about the God that exists inside of me. That's the only God
Right.
that I'm ever trying to cultivate. I think that there
Facts.
is a ability that I think there are gods that exist outside of ourselves because of course if you are God in human flesh, then you are a God that exists outside of me. You are not the God that exists inside of me. You are the God that exists inside of you. And I don't
Well,
think we
we're
all
one and the same God. All of us get the omnipresent from the same one omnipresent that's
yeah,
everywhere
but
and all things at all. So most of
our
that is the
relationships
same.
with it are not the same. There are different
You-
nuances as to how we go
Oh,
about
of
getting that
course. Yes, yes.
relationship is
There's
what I'm
different
saying.
ranks and order
Yeah.
and power structure. Yes, yes, yes. I'm with you. I'm with you.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So, but that I do know. So I think as much as people tell us that we have to take care of our physical is the same way that we have to take care of our mental, also our spiritual. I think that we
Yes.
have to remember that we are threefold beings first and foremost. You are a
That
complex
Trinity.
being. Your density, you stay in a 3D dimension simply because you are essentially 3D. There's three parts to you.
Mind, body,
And
spirit.
if you, yeah, and if you have the ability to have them all in alignment, then you can experience other dimensions. The fifth dimension is
Facts.
not all that there is. So
Right.
you
And
might
the
touch the fifth
dimensions are in
dimension
you.
every. Yes,
This is
exactly.
the key. I mean, we're not talking about going anywhere. We talk about in you right now.
Yeah, but that's what your book talks about as well too. The ability of how to get there, the ways that we have to structure ourselves as well as our
Mhm.
mentality to get to the
You
places
got to
that we're trying to get
exercise that
to.
pineal gland. If you once it is decalcified, you got to still exercise it. Well, how do you
Yeah.
exercise it? Through meditating,
Hmm.
contemplation, through
Breathing.
deep, deep, deep. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Concentration,
Yeah.
focusing, closing
Yeah.
your eyes, turning away from what you see, hear, and feel, and glancing on the inside.
Become your automatic nervous system, essentially.
Right. Feel your
Yeah.
blood going through your cells.
Hmm.
Feel your heart, the valve, while the lung pumps it through.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I don't know. I don't think people take that seriously enough. I guess that's one thing I've been struggling with a lot lately. Especially, and I think a lot of things that I struggle with people outside of myself is the same things that I struggle with inside of myself. Like you see people, and I get frustrated because you're like, kind of, oh my God, you're just a hypocrite because you're just talking, but you're not applying. And then it's just kind of like, okay, you're saying that about them now. Now I challenge you to challenge yourself.
Oh,
What are
look in the
you
mirror.
hypocritical about? I think that's important. It's one thing to be able to tell everybody what's wrong with them, but it's another to apply what you teach to everybody to yourself. So I've been having to do that like a lot lately. Oh, you're gonna apply patience with somebody else? Okay, now apply patience with yourself. Oh, you're actually gonna go out and make this happen for somebody else? Okay, now make it happen for yourself. And I do believe that that is the challenge. The more you develop other people on the outside of you, is the same way you have to develop yourself. The same challenges that you give everybody else are the same challenges that you must cross. Because in reality, your subconscious knows nobody but yourself. And I
Uh-oh.
think that we have the tendency to forget that
Yeah.
if the spirit is going to speak through you first, why wouldn't you want to embody the knowledge that is given before you hand it to everybody else? To make sure it is soundproof, to make sure that it works correctly in the first place. We go out, we give all of this information away, all these valuable gems that we've collected, and then we never apply those valuable gems to ourselves. What's the point in building the apothecary if you're never going to take the medicine? I think that's a
Facts.
little strange.
You
But
should be
yeah.
the first
Okay.
test subject.
Absolutely. I agree. Not those
Right. Before you
monkeys,
tell her
not
what
the
someone else
rats.
gonna do, you should be the first
Yeah.
test subject. And be like, and
Whoever
then you
built
can
this
be like,
jail
oh,
should
I
have
can
laid in
tell
it.
you it works because I've done it. This
Hmm.
ain't something I heard of. This is ain't something I read. No, this is something that I've done.
Yeah, I think that's necessary though. I think that's necessary now more than anything because like if you look at the world, you'll see that we've had all type of people come and be leaders, do as I say, not as I do type leaders. We ain't had no whole bunch of leaders that's kind of like, nah, this law, like, okay, we think about the Black Panthers. Reason they wanted Fred Hampton going so bad. That man embodied everything it meant to be a what did he call it? Who stood in solidarity is what he was essentially saying. Like, listen, we all a part of the same oppression. I don't know
Right.
what y'all down here
Right.
thinking we
Unity,
doing,
that
but
unification.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
can
what
keep
they
going.
fear most of all because they know if we all unify and we start thinking alike, the whole
Hmm.
system's in trouble. The whole
Yes.
world, because a thought can change anything. And
Yeah.
that's what they're afraid of because they once we know that we are what we think we are, and all we've been given our whole life is garbage. Garbage for the mind,
Mm.
garbage for the body, garbage medicines, garbage vaccinations, garbage, garbage, garbage
Yeah. To make you more prone to their system.
to get
I
you prone
think
to their system, right?
I
Ain't
think
no
that's what you
education in college, that's training.
Yes, I believe that because it goes from that's a saying that they say like the same thing that happens in the education system is the same thing that happens in the prison system. Straight lines, cafeterias,
Same
uh,
thing in the
to like
yup, in the education in the prison.
buses.
Same thing. The
Yes,
the the tables look the same, the lunchroom looks the same, the classes look like cells. Yeah,
But they
they
know.
grooming you.
But I think this is the thing about politics is the same thing that they know that is necessary for us is the same system that they use to keep us oppressed. Just like on a totally different level. They tell you no community, but they know it takes community to keep them functioning. And it doesn't matter what that community looks like. Oh, we know these people have the same type of, oh, let's push this. It takes a community to keep Gucci rich. It takes a community to keep Louis Vuitton selling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't do
But
it
you
with
got to
just one
remember
person.
also, we've been here for millions of years. They've been here for a few thousand. You
And
see
they
what I'm
came
saying?
and
So they trying to hold
psychologically
on
bound you.
to whatever they can do, change whatever they can change, make people believe whatever they want to believe. And I can't blame them. Their time, when your time is up, your time is up. What I just try to tell them is don't be the reason for your own demise. A lot of stuff that they do to try to hold others back, they not, and then 9 times out of 10 end up hurting themselves.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep hurting themselves. I believe. I think, and that's what they've always done. What do? They kill
That's true.
people. Oh, you giving out too much information.
That's
Oh,
true.
you a Dr. Sebi? Oh, kill him too. Like
Kill him,
kill that
man. He
man.
about to put an end to our money.
Yeah. I tell people it's been
Well,
a lot of Jesuses. It's been a lot of Jesuses since the last Jesus. And I don't think people be understanding that it's people who came and they martyred themselves. They
not
gave
Jesus's. It's been a lot of Christ's. People that have that
almost,
Christ-like energy to do what? To heal people. Dr. Sabi, a bunch of people. Dr. Sabi,
yeah.
you got
Fred Hampton is one of them.
right. Martin Luther
Martin Luther
King,
King, Malcolm X, Muhammad
Malcolm
Ali,
X,
like we could
all of them,
Alice
all of
Walker,
them.
Toni
Right.
Morrison, Marcus
W.E.B. Du
Garvey,
Bois,
like
we've had them all through energy in that
yeah.
same energy. But,
And there was
we
so
just
many
never
people
labeled them
teaching
as such.
them. I don't know why, because that's exactly what they was,
Bobby
Christ-like
Hammond,
energy. Coming through earth, yeah. People who teach you about yourself, people who help you know
right?
about yourself. Because one thing that people have did is they've hidden the identity of who we are, so that you are
Yes,
forever searching for yourself in other places, in other mirrors, in other reflections. You're not gonna find you there, I promise you not. Like, I really do believe it's a thing of them saying, "Oh, it's a thing of them doing." Oh, we copied you, now copy us. Like it's like a whole like copy and paste. So this has been knowledge since the beginning of time, since before time. You understand what I'm saying? From the primordial noon. I think you mentioned that in the song that you
yeah,
were playing before we started talking. And so, and I think the waters of chaos, and that's where structure came from. That's where
that's
the
the
tree of life came
primordial
from.
noon, the waters of
Yeah,
chaos, all the same thing, the
it extended
darkness.
from all of that. Yeah. So, and that's where you get your structure. That's where you get your, because now as you emerge out of darkness and into lightning, let me show you how to focus. And that's where
Mm.
light comes from. That's focused energy. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Focus, darkness.
yes, darkness,
Ain't that
energy.
something? That's where
Yes.
you get light, because at the center of the sun, all these suns that they talk about is what? A vortex in what? Darkness. At the
Hmm.
tree of life, dark or death. That's the dark energy that feeds the tree of life. Darkness,
Hmm.
because light came from darkness. We originated in darkness. This is the key. We originated in darkness, manifested ourselves in light so we can see who we are, to understand the darkness that which we came from the opposite side of the whole universe or existence. That's how
Yeah.
deep this thing gets when we get to the actual essence and why we go through all of these trials and tribulations and goods and ups and downs and rolls in the physical, because once we get out of here, we become non-physical beings. When you say no death, yeah, that's just out of the physical body. That's easy.
Hmm.
In fact, you
Yeah,
can
that's
have
very
non-death
easy.
in the physical body. The body doesn't
Hmm.
die
Yeah. I think,
once
and
you
that's
wrap your
something that yeah, you about to say it. Once you wrap your body in this flesh,
once you wrap your body in that light, in that living light.
oh, in your light.
Okay,
But
that
what
that
I'm
Adam Cadman, them four bodies that go along with this electromagnetic body or this physical body as you know it. You got an
hmm
epikinetic body, you got a zoar body, This is what we call the electromagnetic body. And when you get all five in, that makes your Zoar, your Adam Cadman. That's like your own spiritual spaceship that you can leave one relativity or conscious time zone and go to another. Go to any of them. You can move through conscious time zones or relative existences.
Yeah, I definitely agree with
We
that.
all had that waiting for us as the treasury once we're done with the physical. The problem is we got to choose to be done with this stuff.
But
If
it's
we
waiting
have
for you right now. It's not just
any
the
addictions
spiritual
down
gifts.
here, I don't care what it is, drinking, smoking, working, helping others,
Mhm.
having babies, women, sex, food, drug, it don't matter. Anything. It's all an addiction. You have to turn away from it all if you actually want to leave the physical. And it's meant like that so that when you leave this physical existence, you are pride and true, knowing that you've dealt with the worst of the worst as far as not knowing who you are.
Yeah, that's what I was writing
Because
this morning. What you about to say? I'm
I
sorry.
was just going to say, because when we're back in our natural form, we're infinite and eternal. There's
Hmm.
not much that we don't know, but we're not tried and tested. We ain't been through nothing. Think about it.
Right.
So we come down here in the earth. I don't care if the earth journey takes 25,000 years, 50,000 years, 100,000 years. Once we get back, we're better because now we have experienced death. That's something we never knew about. This shit right here, all this physical and flesh and pissing and eating and tasting, this is all new shit. We're in the spiritual realm in our bodies. We don't experience none of this.
But that's the thing that the ideal, and this is where I thought you were gonna go, but I know you went
Mhm.
somewhere different. The ideal that I was getting at is that we are once we wrap ourselves in flesh, we forget the contract that we signed with eternity. And that's what we work our way back from, trying to remember the contract that we signed. And I think that's and what you say to addictions, like to try and overcome the addictions that we have. And people think that you could just be addicted to drugs, but that's just untrue, you know. So like, I think there's so many things that you could be addicted
It's
to.
not. It's not. You could be addicted to love.
Yeah. I think you say that all the time when you talk about the five senses. And if we think about all the things that we use the five senses for, then I do believe that we'll find our true addictions. If we only don't think about it in the sense of that, it's just something that makes you feel good as far as drugs, but it can also be things that make you feel bad.
Well,
The
let's
addiction
be
to
real.
growing.
Obesity is one of the biggest issues, and from
Mhm,
obesity comes a lot of uh, uh, sickness. Most people have
mhm,
never fasted ever. Even to introduce a
this is
fast
true.
in their life would cause turmoil.
Mm,
Because why? They're addicted to food, candy,
yeah.
breakfast,
Sugars, all of those types of
meat,
things.
vegetable.
Mhm.
It can be anything. Even these, what you call it, these not pessimists, the ones that only eat fish or the ones that only eat ground, their diet. Do you know that the shit that
Pescatarians.
they put in their food is even worse than what they put in just regular food?
Mm,
They don't even know
mm-mm.
it. They think they're on some
I don't
special
even
stuff.
know.
Unless you're getting it from somewhere you know and trust or making it yourself. Diet food is worse than regular food. They
Mm.
put the additives and all this shit and cravings in the diet food. So even though you think you're doing good, you're not.
Yeah, you're gonna
Turkey
set you
bacon
up
is
for
worse
failure.
than regular bacon.
I don't want no fucking turkey bacon. What is that?
But
Fried bologna?
think what you got to do to make turkey taste like bacon. You
It
might
don't
as well
taste
eat
like
bacon.
bacon.
But
It
you
just
might as well
tastes
just
like,
eat bacon.
oh yeah. But try something different. I mean, I don't know what these people. I think the same thing with the vegans who do all this stuff
Same
to their
thing.
vegetables. You know, like you over here frying it up like it's chicken and everything. You're taking out
Now,
the nutrients.
here's where you said it the best. I'm down here. Nigga, I'm a taste. I'm going to get me a bacon and I'm going to eat me some pizza. And I may not eat a lot of it, but I will
Mhm.
enjoy my taste buds while I have taste buds. It ain't
That's
for
the
you to be
ideal of your
crazy and
one
not to
meal
do
a day,
nothing.
right?
What you say?
That's your one meal a day, right?
Wherever it may be. because I'm some 9 times a day I don't eat a whole meal. It might
Mm-hmm.
be a snack. So I might
Oh.
snack 2, 3 times a day, but I never really sit down and eat a meal at all.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
For you, can I ask, like as far as, do you, what addiction it was it that you had to break?
Food.
Oh, food was your addiction?
Oh hell
Okay.
yeah. Now I was never overweight or anything. My
No,
addiction
I
was a
just
little
know you
different.
had a love for
I
food.
had the opposite. I couldn't get bigger. The food, no matter how much I ate, it wouldn't make me any bigger because I was always on the shorter. I always thought of myself as being shorter or smaller, right?
Yeah.
So I used to
Mm-hmm.
work out a lot, like twice a day. So I used to have like 0% body fat, but I could never get bigger. I never understood it.
Mm-hmm.
So once I started fasting, it started showing me like, see, your problem was you think you were supposed to get bigger. You were never getting bigger. You were only getting stronger and healthier. And then my spirit
Mm-hmm.
started talking to me about food, relationships, everything, because you have nothing else. You'll be surprised. The Muslim fast, sun up to sundown for 30 days, how you'll go through every addiction that you've ever had within those 30 days. You will talk to yourself more than you've ever talked to yourself ever again before, ever.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was at work. They were paying for our food, Miss Desi. We were out at the restaurant, anything I wanted, but I was fasting. All I would do was get some water. And everybody else would be like, you're not going to eat anything? I'm fasting. What about taking to go? Nope, I'm good. They couldn't understand it. It's discipline. That's all it is. Discipline. When your mind makes a change, your body has to follow. It has no choice. Because the first place your body's going to attack you is in your mind.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that's why they say, that's why it's named what it's named: mind, body, spirit complex. You must conquer your mind before you can conquer your body, before
For
you
you,
can reach your
your
spirit.
spirit will never have access to you unless your mind is right. And if your
Mm-hmm.
ain't right, your physical body will run amok.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. You ain't wrong about that. I struggle with that because of I think it's a thing of like the
No,
idea
but
like everybody's ready.
sometimes it's not. It could be you have an enlarged thyroid, so you need to get your thyroid together. Once you fix that, everything else starts to melt away on you. It's not necessarily what, because some of us have a slower metabolism. You see what I'm saying? There's simple ways to fix it, but the doctors aren't trained in healing a person. They're more trained in maintaining whatever's going on. If they got too much sugar, give them these diabetes meds. If their heart is a little clogged up because they got too much fatty cells in it, let's give them these aspirin or something as a blood thinner. They never attack the real reason why, what's going on. And then they always say, oh, if your kidney's messed up, you need a kidney transplant, when all you have to do is put the kidney back in its natural environment and it will heal itself. That's the biggest issue. None of us know anything about holistic medicine. Once again, traditional Chinese medicine. I think it was Shan Chin, traditional Chinese medicine, Shan Chin. Excellent book. It'll break down how the body works, how the heart works with the lungs, and the lungs work with the stomach, and the stomach works with the kidney, and the kidney works with the liver, that works back with the heart, that works back with the lungs, and it shows how it's all one big chain of events. So if something happens here that the heart get weak, you may not feel it in the heart, you may feel it in the liver. But they'll treat the liver instead of what's energizing the liver or what delivers the liver, because all of them go into a cycle. You have your lungs pump the energy needed for your heart, that warms the spleen, that digests your food, that goes to your liver, and the liver takes out all the quiet and the energy out of the food, and then it sends the rest to your kidneys. Your kidneys further separate shit to go to your anus and you get rid of stuff, and then the rest of the blood goes back through the lungs again to get energized again, to go back through the heart, to get pumped back through to around the stomach, to warm the stomach, to digest the food. And it's one process. Shit is crazy. And then you got the
They be
different
trying to deal
organs
with us
within
in
there.
pieces.
What'd you say?
They be trying to deal with us in pieces.
Yeah. Well, they can see the pieces, but they can't see the whole. That's the problem. They can't see how everything works together.
No, I
Unfortunate.
think they could see it, but the point, what's the point in seeing it? Because me fixing you as a whole don't make me no money. They know what they doing. It's just a ploy.
Uh-oh, you breaking up. I don't know what you did. Some reason breaking up on us. Come back in again. Let me.
I don't. Can you hear me better now, or no? It's still bad. It's still bad. I can see your face.
Yeah, I don't know why that always happens about 30 minutes in. It happened
That
like
mean I
that
only
about an
got 30
hour in
minutes.
last time.
That mean I only get 30 minutes on your podcast.
They trying to limit
So
your wisdom.
that's okay. I'm okay with that. It'll get seen eventually. So
No, but for real,
can't
I don't.
keep
I'm not
saying that.
quite sure why why that keeps happening. Hold on, look. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna remove you and come right back in. Okay, so it'll be a fresh one. Boom. Oh no, you don't. You ain't even got to go nowhere. All right, say something.
It didn't work.
Hold on.
I don't think that works. I'll remove me and I'll come back.
Hold on. Boom. Boom. All right, we gonna wait for her to come back. I don't know what be going on. Sometimes the mic be a little messed up. But like I was saying, we gotta get on a whole issue. You gotta learn about your body. You gotta learn about your spirit. You gotta learn about your soul. Okay? A lot of different things has to happen. Yes, love.
I don't think it's better.
Wow. No, it's the same.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what. It's been a good time talking to you, and I'll come back
All
anytime.
right, I'm gonna let you go, love. I thank
Yeah.
you for coming on. When you doing your podcast again?
I have to let you know.
Tanfo. You
I'll
know the
let you guys.
people are waiting.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know. But thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it as always, and you have an amazing evening.
Not a problem, not a problem. Peace, love, Miss Desi. Thank you. I love Miss Desi. She always ready to come on, talk about some things. All right, y'all. Cosmic awareness time. Chapter 2. Chapter 2. This is page 21. What does it say? The beginning, life of the living. Because you got some people that are alive, but are they living? Okay. What does it say? Chapter 8, verse 6. For to be carnal and fleshly minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. What could that mean? To be carnal and fleshly, meaning turning away from what looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, smells good. Looking into that life and peace, into that energy beyond the physical. The Upgrade 101 is an emotional, mental, spiritual, social journey of why the soul is worth more than all the gold in the world. We must understand our views on the world depend on our innermost thoughts and our subconscious interventions. The way we feel about ourselves, our families, our friends, is how we're going to interpret what we see through our eyes. The way we feel about people treats us, the way we feel about how people treats us is the way we're going to interpret how the world treats people. The way we feel about ourselves will affect how we see the truth in any situation. Emotions are a blind force with no intelligent principle or reason and cannot be trusted to make decisions in times of peril. So, why do I say that? Emotions, they're just to make you act. How you act, the way you act, is supposed to be up to your mind, who you are and what you are. All right. The truth is hard at first to embrace, but in the end, in all situations, it will be your best friend. In all situations, it starts with intent and not to overcome that becomes in all situations, it starts with intent and not the outcome that becomes worthy of remembering and not necessarily what happens because it depends on what you intend for things to happen. That's where your power is. The more you intend for good, good has to come about. Just like you try to intend for bad, same thing. But when you intend for good, you intend for good things to happen, you're using power from a higher realm, not this earthly realm. This is where the spiritual power, this living light and peace comes from. You start living life and not just be alive doing what they tell you to do, going by what looks good, feels good, tastes good, sounds good, smells good. You start to pay attention to details in your society and around you, details about things inside, like your emotions and your thought. Actually, your vision and how you interpret what you see to have more to do with what's on the inside, like attitude, your status, your thought process, your social networking. The outside world that surrounds us is the people, places, and things. The inside world is our feeling, thoughts, and thinking, and what's knowing, what's known or knowing. Life is abundantly given to us in all areas of development in social, emotional, mental, and spiritual dimensions. Truth is a goal. The abundance of truth in all areas about all things on all levels is what we must try to achieve in life. The first step of freedom of a self-consciousness. So the first step of freedom is self-consciousness. Step one. So if you ain't conscious of yourself, you can't talk to yourself, hear your higher voice, then I don't know what we talk about. Because you're not even free within yourself. Self-consciousness means, yeah, I might be hungry, but do I want to eat? Yeah, I might have money to buy the car, but do I need the car? Self-consciousness always is going to give you discernment and discipline. All right. The first step of freedom is self-consciousness. Only self-consciousness can look at itself and know when it's wrong or right in any situation. It didn't say somebody else looking at you. It said you looking at yourself and in the mirror and determining right and wrong. No one else but you and you. All right. There can be no real success without truth, because truth is the measurement of success in your life and in your relationships and with self. A search for science that improves one morally, lovingly, and adds awareness with a gentle touch. This added consciousness is what now helps you see what others miss or can't. The loving touch is added consciousness also helps you know what others don't know about the situation that you all see together. This conscious upgrade can elevate awareness and perception so that the mind can act as a fine-tuned pitchfork. The mental pitchfork can vibrate at different frequencies to perceive different realities that are in different time zones. So now you're starting to understand when I told you how people are going to be thinking in the 60s, some in the 70s, some in the 2000s, some 2020, some maybe even thinking in the future. But no one grasping the all within the many. All right. So once you can see all of it, you can determine exactly where someone is mentally. What are they striving for? And these are these different time zones. The sacrifice of the physical is needed. This is your love upgrade. For the mind to be spiritually enlightened, small things at first, then larger things later. In John 3:3, Yeshua answered unto them, verily, verily, I say that unto thee, except a man who is born again cannot see the kingdom of God. The upgrade requires you to unlearn what you have learned and to adjust your meaning, adjust your vocabulary, your presence, where you stand in the universe, and your feelings about the environment. I must say that is the life. I must say that in life, knowledge rules supreme. This is just the first paragraph in the second chapter. All knowledge is important because all knowledge is the background for truth to shine. So it's better to have some knowledge than no knowledge at all. Truth breeds truth. The upgrade to the body socially, emotionally, mentally is formed to increase your spiritual connection with everything around you, the all. The spiritual connection will increase your vital principle. This is what you get out of the air. It's called the Kwai, that energy that unites us, that keeps us conscious. This vital principle that animates our life forces, a vitality upgrade. In 1 Corinthians 12, 9 through 11, into another faith by the same Spirit, another the gifts of healing by the same Spirit, and to another the works of miracles, and to another the prophecy, to another and the discerning of spirits, and to others diverse kinds of tongues, and to another to interpretation of tongues. But all these worketh that one and the same and the self same Spirit, dividing into every man severally as he will. So it's showing this energy, this power, this Christ energy divides into all of us different ways for all of us to have different gifts of the Spirit. But it's the same energy dividing amongst us, giving up different energies, different powers. All right. Vitality is in all living creatures and plants. We must fill ourselves with more and more vitality, spiritual energy, which will increase our ability to absorb the truth. And that's what we're here for. In all this chaos, can we get down to what's real and what's unreal? The fantasy and the reality. Which one are you living in? All right. I don't want to do too much. Just a little preview. Once again, cosmic awareness, overstanding darkness. You can get cosmic awareness, Barnes and Nobles books online. You can get it at Amazon Books. Cosmic Awareness by Michael Campbell. You can get my podcast on Overstanding Darkness, YouTube, Overstanding Darkness on Facebook. No one else says Overstanding Darkness but me. Cosmic Awareness but me. High spiritual terms, just broken down for everyone can know, can see, can understand, so you can do it too. With that, I'm going to say peace and love, share, subscribe, pass it around. You know what I'm saying? Comment, let me know how I'm doing. For those that have got the book, please place comments, feedback. Go to the website on the Barnes & Nobles or Amazon. Put comment, feedback. Let me know how I'm doing. Much love. Peace.